Our van venture has come to an end, where our caravan venture has come to an end, and it is raining. It is a rainy day. That's gone very whited out there, Lee. Timmy, have you had a good time? I think he has. We've got one more adventure to go though. We're going to go to Bakewell for pudding for breakfast, pick up puddings for families, and because we always bring them back pudding, and then we are going to visit my family in Manchester on our way home. I think this is officially the quietest we've ever seen Bakewell, isn't it? Very quiet. It's very eerie actually. I wonder if this is what it's like in the winter. I think we've just got up early and it's a wet day. Is this a sheep dress, do we think? It makes me think sheep. In fact, now I can't see anything other than sheep. One last trip past the charity shops. And then we're going to go and have a Bakewell pudding for breakfast. Well, I am. Lee's decided he doesn't think his stomach's going to cope with one of those for breakfast. We are at our favourite pudding shop, the place we usually come to. We usually share one, but I'm going to have an individual one this time because Lee is not feeling like his belly will cope with it. He's having toast. And then we're picking up ones to take home. But yes, this is, I've said it plenty of times on videos before, but this is where the pudding was very first made by accident around 1860 at a local inn, and the recipe was a result of a misunderstanding between the mistress of the inn, Miss Greaves, and her cook. Visiting nobleman had ordered strawberry tart, but instead of stirring the eggs mixture into the pastry, the cook spread it on top of the jam, and the pudding was an instant success. The news of the invention reached Miss Wilson, the wife of the town's candlemaker. She recognised the opportunity to make it and sell the puddings and obtain the recipe. Miss Wilson started the business from her cottage, which is still home to the puddings today and is now known as the old original Bakewell pudding shop. So that's where we are. Property was built in the late 17th century, owned by the Duke of Rutland, until it was sold to the Wilsons by the 8th Duke in 1921. The puddings are still made by hand, the only verified recipe. Send them to every corner of the world. And I'm having mine with cream, and I suspect it's going to look like that. Not really the best design for putting up toilet paper. I've literally had to do yoga to be able to reach that while sat on the toilet. Needs to be thought about. So we've arrived at Stockport, which is where I say my cousin, he's actually my dad's cousin, but I call him my cousin, has moved to with his other half. And or we could go down there. Look, there's woodlandy bit. That's probably better for him, isn't it? We've been in the car for an hour, so Timmy's gonna have a run around. He's just had a wee, have a bit of a run around. We stopped at McDonald's because I was hungry. There's a little pond. Just been for a wee in the bushes and I managed to pee on my own ankles, but Lee says you never know when a jellyfish will strike, so I'm going with the, what is it, better to be proactive than reactive, so preventative measure is why I've peed on my own ankles. Anyway, we're going to continue our little stroll with Timmy and then yeah, go and see my family. We've just come around the corner and found these really lovely plants, and a bit of googling has told me this is a Himalayan balsam, but the bees are loving it. There's so many honeybees going in and out. There we go. He's in there somewhere. Hi. Does not quite the plan we had for taking the dog for a run on the park. Didn't realise that the national park, ow, oh, I've just stung myself, was quite as overgrown. Take you to all the best places, don't I?
Oh yes.
You love nature, don't you?
I hate nature. It's ways for me to damage myself and end up in A&E.
Yeah. Could you not do it here? Because that would require
Well, let's not be
faff.
here then, and then I can have to damage myself in nature with big falls down
yonder precipices. I think that's Lee's way of saying, can we just get out of here now, please? I'm done. Right.
Nature's your bitch.
I do like nature. Even this was pushing it. I've stung my legs because I am not wearing the right gear for stinging nettle paths. Look, you could eat berries and you could forage your way to safety and keep your...
It's
Dog's probably peed on all of them, he's saying. It's not his. Hey, look, right, the path is clearing out, and then we find a bigger, better path to go down, and we can head back to the car. And hopefully the dog will have a poo at some point en route. Go on then, what one's that?
Small number on the front.
Those ones of Grandpa's that you gave to
Yeah.
Do we know what that one is?
Ryanair.
Ryanair, is it?
Yeah.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It's 10:30. We are back home. It's Friday. And no, it's not. It's Thursday. The days have just mingled into one. The boys are back together. Link's got his ear twisted. Timmy's over there. Timmy's being a bit of a butt, if I'm honest. Since he came home, I did expect it. Came in thinking he was all that and a bag of potato chips, and decided to start growling at his brother again. So he's having a bit more feet on floor time, and you know, back to some basic training. But I'm hoping it won't last long, because they are still playful out here, and so I'm getting them out here together to, you know, burn off the silliness, get back to how they were before. I expected it, to be honest. I did expect it because he's been away for, what, 5 days, something like that. We've got Tink and Sharon coming over today, coming for a visit. It's the first time they've been for a visit. Tink is my Pokemon buddy, who I've actually met through YouTube. He's also, very rare times I do live streams, he is my moderator. So he's the one that sends links to things. Tink with the link and all that. Oh, excuse me. I've got to go and clear up a poo. Spog has gone back to the garage today. It's getting ridiculous. Even the guy at the garage is like, I can't believe it. So I rang them yesterday, or Lee rang them when we were driving yesterday. Spog seems to be losing power on hills. You know, there's revs, but there's no oomph. But he's had pretty much a new engine, so we can't work out what the problem is. And I've literally just been in the car with the guy now, and he's driven him up one of the big hills around here, and he could see on the gauge exactly what I was saying. You could see it was the needle was fluctuating under 3,000 revs, back and forth, so the power was dropping off. He thinks it might be a dodgy injector, and obviously I've had all of those done, so that would all be covered under warranty. So he's just going to run some diagnostics, but he's thankfully seen it. It wasn't playing up as badly here as it has been up in the peaks, but obviously in the peaks it is peaky. You know, everything has a hill. You know, it's going to be more exacerbated or exaggerated, isn't it? Whereas here it might not happen as much. But yeah, both Lee and I did notice. He drove the van for maybe a mile, and I'd been saying to him, you need to drive this gently, not like you drive your car, because it's not working properly. And yeah, he tried to drive it like he drives his car, flat to the, you know, heavy-footed brake, heavy-footed accelerator, which is how Lee drives. And he lasted 2 minutes and went, I hate your van. I said, it's because it's not working properly. So yeah, I then started driving it the rest of the way, and I've had to drive with a view, sorry, I'm just getting rid of poo. Drive with a view of like how it feels to my feet, and then adjusting accordingly, which is most frustrating and exhausting when you're driving for 3 hours, because you're micro adjusting everything. But I have to say, by the time I was on the motorway, things weren't quite so bad. Those dogs are playing again now. They're running fast. Come on then, Timmy! Hey, Link! Come on! Go, go, go! Oh, goodness. Go, go, go! You tried to jump at me then, didn't you? And I moved. Tink and Sharon are en route, and I am removing brambles from my front door. They come through from next door, and it's really annoying because they actually end up attacking us as we walk through our front door. So yes, dealing with that. And then I'm just dealing with some of these things that are overgrown or old or weeds or what have you. And then when they get here, we need a cup of tea. Hello, my babies! Have you had a nice time with Linda looking after you? Hello, Autumn. Hello, hello. Is it hot? Ziggy, you look very hot. Oh, very hot. Come to me, my jungle friends. Everyone just ran over to say hello. Like very quickly, they will go from being fine to wrong.
Lani went through the beginning of this.
With Maggie. Right, let me just check the bramble situation, make sure there's no brambles in places that are. So Tink, what do you think of a farmer's life? You've been hands-on, haven't you? You have, because poor old Ziggy's got a poorly foot. So he was sheep wrangling with me. He said he drew the line at injections. I'm glad you're here, because I would have struggled to do that on my own.
Yeah, that was definitely a two-person job.
It was a two-person job. It's very hot, isn't it? You'll be sheared again soon. Lunch is served. I have nowhere for anyone to sit, apart from the living room. But lunch is served. Or you don't have to stand, you can go in the living room. My tomato looks like it's got a peachy bum. Keep going, puppy. We are going on a Pokemon walk. Tink is very kindly taking us out of gyms that we have been stuck in for many, many moons. One of them was 66 days. And this one up here is about 20 days. So, yes, he's given us back our Pokemon at the sacrifice of his own Pokemon. Everyone just ran over to greet me. Didn't they, Maggie Moo? Everyone came to see me. Hi. Hi. You were not well this morning. You have a foot issue, don't you? So, but you're looking all right now. Bit of painkillers. I'll check your foot in the morning for pus. Make sure it's not pussing anymore. I hope. Hello, Pearl. Can you stop trying to eat the mole on my leg, please? It's actually meant to be attached to me and not chewed off. Would you like some food? Stop biting. Would you like some food? Farrell, are you hungry? Hi. Shall I go get your ball? Does anyone know where the football is? Where did you leave it? Last time they left it in the stinging nettles, which was really kind of them. What do you think of the glamping tent? It's working really well as a shelter. They seem quite happy in there. Oh yeah, look, they've put it down in the stingers. This is what tends to happen. They play football until they get it caught in the corner, usually in brambles and stingers, and then they leave us humans to go in and get it, which is fine. Except at the moment, us humans, we're usually bare-legged. Right. Uh-oh. They've seen that I've got the ball. Oops. Rookie mistake. Someone's about to get mauled. Oh no. Okay, I've got to go fill it up. Hold on. Hold on, I've got to go fill it up. I've got 2 balls out for them, and I dropped some of the loose sheep nuts that were in the bottom of the pot. You know, the big buckets that we keep them in. I've just popped that on the floor down there, which Farrell is enjoying. Ziggy seems a lot perkier this afternoon. Don't you, Ziggy? Hoping that we can get away without any antibiotics. I'll need to check his wound tomorrow. There's a lot of flies in that field all of a sudden. It's that time of... Oh, look. Did you feel like you were missing out? Hello, Autumn. They're playing football over there and you feel like you're missing out on it. The swifts doing their evening swooshing around before bed. I did think they'd left, but look how many there are. That's really not a sign of swift sleep. And I don't know if you can see them all. There's probably about 30 in the sky right now. So they've obviously not finished roosting. Oh well. They're going to go in? No. Thought they were going to swoop in, but they're not. They're just enjoying catching all the bugs at this time of night. Such wonderful birds. There you go, look, see, can you see them all over there? I don't know if you can see. They are such wonderful birds to watch. So many of it. In fact, 30 is a real underestimate. I would say probably nearer 50 now. All the babies are out. I've just come to check on Sirius. And there he is. He's got his head back up again. He's looking like well, they're all looking like they want to greet me. So I'm going to feed them because I'm wondering if they've not eaten. I'm going to just check their waters and stuff while I'm here. Hermione is very vocal. Oh no, that's good. He's looking much better. I'm pleased.